Grown and born of God overcomes the world. This is a victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Who is it that overcomes the world? Only the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. 1 John chapter 5, verses 4 and 5. The hope of victory over the curse of sin began centuries before King David sat on the throne. God made a promise to Adam and Eve that a son would be born who would take away that curse, which sentenced them and everyone after them to hard labor. Decades later, Lamech, at the age of 182, proved his faith in the promise when he named his son Noah and said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord has cursed." Genesis 5:28 and 29. This took place generations before God called out a nation unto himself from Abraham's seed. Through the ages, the Hebrews failed, were enslaved, and freed many times. But they held on to the hope of Israel. The Messiah would come to save them and to rule the nations. Jesus was that man. However, God's plan of victory differed from that of the Jews. They thought he came to overcome Caesar, but he came to defeat the prince of the air. They thought he'd ride a white war horse. Instead, he rode a donkey of peace. They thought he'd organize a mighty army, but he surrendered without a fight. They thought he'd reign on earth, but his kingdom is in heaven. They thought he died for a lost cause. Instead, he died for lost sinners. They thought death had won, but Jesus conquered death and lives today. We are now on the other side of the cross, looking back in awe and gratitude, and looking forward to his second coming. Then he will return on that white war horse as the conquering king the Jews anticipated. His army of saints will follow him to war and celebrate the victory over the fall of the enemy, Satan. How about you? Are you enjoying the victory that overcomes the world through faith in Jesus Christ?